Guys, if you want to, feel free to turn your camera on so I'm not speaking to out into the abyss. I love talking to artists, so it's fine to have it on if you would like to. No pressure, but it's always easier when you're presenting to actual people than just black boxes. Yay, your faces. Wait one more minute, just in case. Okay, and in the respect for everyone's time, we're gonna go ahead and get started. And to let you know that this is being recorded, I'll be posting this on the same site, the Public Art News site, so that everyone who applies has access to the same information. So if you miss something, no worries, I'll get a link up to this recording in the next couple of days. Welcome. Thanks everyone for taking time today. I always appreciate people showing up to learn more about our art program and ask questions. Welcome to the first ever Texas State University System Artist Information Session. It is my hope and the mission of the program that we are building the best higher education public art collection in Texas. So I'm thankful that you're all here. Why are we all here? Why are we even doing art on construction projects? The importance of arts and education, as well as arts and communities, has been really well documented. Art is not only a key cultural component that can teach valuable interpersonal and historical lessons, but it helps build a better quality of life at work, in neighborhoods. It can reinforce a communal identity. It can even help your health. Public art builds and identifies spaces that are both meaningful and enjoyable. The value added by arts and culture to the U.S. economy is 5 times greater than the ag sector and the construction and transportation sectors. Arts and culture attendees stay longer and they spend more money, meaning we contribute more to the entire economy. And I love that stat. It comes from the economic impact study done by the Americans for the Arts. So public art can educate our students and university visitors, not only about life and culture, but about jobs in the arts and culture sector, building lifelong learners and cultural arts appreciators. But I know everyone on this call already knows that. So I'm preaching to the choir. The higher education system at Texas State University System determined that art is so important that they've built it into their rules through the construction process. Specifically, Chancellor Brian McCall raised the prominence of the public art rule, allocating 1% of all construction project budgets go towards the purchase of public art and it be handled at the system level. This gives a greater level of cohesion, a stronger vision, and a sense of ease for each of our 7 institutions, including Texas State University, Sewell Ross, Sam Houston, Lamar University, Lamar Institute of Technology, and the Lamar State Colleges in Orange and Port Arthur. Speaking of the rules, in the TSUS Regents rules, it states that 1% of construction project budgets go toward commissioning public art. Since November of 2022, it also states that the commissioning process is led by the Director of Public Art. That's me. You can see here how the 1% is calculated from the construction cost limitation, which doesn't include things like equipment and furniture. Previously, there was some confusion on how that 1% is calculated, but now that we are officially official, the 1% is included as a line item that is approved by our Board of Regents. And this is so much better because when we're dealing with 7 different institutions, 7 different departments who handle construction, we now have clear set guidelines that ensure that the calculations are being done in the same manner. So who selects the art? Each of the 7 institutions has a committee on public art, and there are 4 visual arts professionals that serve over all the committees. Additionally, the committees are comprised of art faculty, non-art faculty associated with the new building, facilities and construction folks, the design team, alumni, development advancement, and a student. Everyone other than the 4 visual arts professionals are nominated by the president of the institution. Each committee reviews the 1% public art project for their institution, including background info, artwork locations, budget, call type, and then the subsequent RFQ or RFP. They help you distribute the calls, and then they evaluate the applications for everyone who applies. Preferred qualifications set by these committees at this time also include artists who have shown at or collected by museums. So keep that in mind in the plan. What is included in the artist budget? So we're talking about 3 different projects today with 3 different budgets, and we'll go into that in a bit. But the artwork budget includes insurance, engineering, foundation, structural update, design time, fabrication, installation, lighting, basically everything. It is an all-inclusive budget. Here is the evaluation criteria that the committee will be asked to judge each artist applicant on. To make sure that we're all on the same page, I'm actually going to read the evaluation criteria now, and I'm happy to answer any questions about it at the end. Evaluation criteria: quality and aesthetics of the artwork submitted, sensitivity to the social, environmental, historical, educational, and site contexts of each individual campus, ability to enrich and diversify the system's art collection, demonstrated success based on experience, materials, feasibility, and maintenance, effective communication and completeness of application, alignment with any project-specific public art goals as outlined by the committee. So moving on to the fun part, projects. The first project is the Lamar Institute of Technology Workforce and Allied Health Training Center. LIT is a 2-year college in Beaumont, Texas. This building is built out with a new lab, pharmacy technician rooms, and testing rooms, technical spaces, industry flex space. Artwork could be visible from vehicles approaching from this direction. This is a highly visible corner, so a piece here would be really noticeable and iconic for people driving by. This location here is a little bit more intimate and is designed as a student gathering space. So the piece would be have more flexibility with students coming close to it. The project goal for this project includes a piece that is iconic and or related to education and vital industries of the school, merging the ideas of tech, industry, and healthcare. The all-inclusive budget for this project is $250,000. It's an open call, and eligibility includes professional artists, 18 years of age, in a regional set of states: Alabama, Arkansas, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, Montana, New Mexico, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. As far as timeline, the applications are due June 8th, and the committees will be voting and creating a short list in June. I hope to have the contract awarded in August, and that is fabrication and installation close to a year. It's always our goal to integrate the artwork as is possible. So, just looking at a few more of the locations. This is that prominent corner location. This is a little bit more of the intimate location, and this piece or pieces or whatever you would like to design is kind of walking towards the quad area. Moving on to the Lamar State College of Orange academic building. This academic building will house lecture classrooms, computer and science labs, and serve as a student gathering space. The building really anchors their student quad to the east. Most of the possible artwork locations are at the center entrance of the building for the most visibility. The goal of this artwork is that it be welcoming to visitors to specifically the building, but also Southeast Texas and the Golden Triangle, as it is known. The artwork budget for this project is $260,000, all inclusive, as we discussed. It's an open call, and the eligibility is similar to LIT and to the exact same. Similar timeline. The committee will vote on applications through publicartist.org and create a short list in June. The contract will be awarded under contract by August, and artwork, you have a little bit more time on the stall to September. And then looking a little bit from a different view, there's a plaza right here known as the Cape Mouth Brown Plaza, and this is sort of a closed off thoroughfare. So there's opportunities, right in the middle of this crossways. That would be great. There's kind of a raised bed here that artwork could be put in. There's also an opportunity to remove one of these trees, and we could be kind of among this grove, or there's also an opportunity right to the east of the entrance that would be visible from the inside, because this is all windows, but this is actually a wall, so it wouldn't be visible looking this direction. So just some things to think about as we move along. Texas State Hilltop. Hilltop is a residence hall with a total of 836 beds. It is located near a strong visual and physical connection to the main campus, known as the Bobcat Trail. We're really hoping to set the tone at the entrance of this building with 2 location opportunities. The goal of the project, as determined by the committee, is that it be inspired by San Marcos or student life, since it is a residence hall. The artwork budget for this project is $600,000, all inclusive. And this is an open call that's open to national artists. This application is due June 8th as well, and the committee will be selecting a short list in June, and the contract will be awarded in August. Artwork installed next year. looking at the location opportunities, here are the two right at the front facade. There is lots of visibility for both of these locations. One is that it could be attached to the building. We would work closely with the builder on that. And then another is at the entrance where they're showing a tree. It's not an existing tree, so we can put an amazing sculpture there. There's also an opportunity coming up to Bard Street. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but it would be visible for traffic coming this way. There are some underground utilities, but I think we can dodge them. It might be a nice location to cluster, a few sculptures. And then the back side of this, there's actually a retaining wall that's being built. So that's another opportunity. I'm going to take questions in about 1 minute. So here's the next steps for the public art process. I didn't put dates to these because they're a little different based on the project timelines, but I did kind of indicate the project timelines on the slides. So your applications are submitted, the short list will be notified, and then you'll be asked, the short list of people will be asked to create paid proposals, site-specific designs. And the RFQ goes into everything that's going to be requested for those paid proposals. We'll then have interviews, we'll notify the finalists, and they'll be under contract after that. So, questions? We're done with my part. The real reason I want to be here is to answer your questions. So if you want to put your hand up, I will call on folks, and that way I can make sure that I get you all answered. I think, Kevin, you have your hand up. Would you like to unmute and talk?
Yeah. How you doing? Hope everybody's doing I'm cool. I hope everybody's doing okay. I had a question in terms of the site-specific mediums. Are they all sculptures, or some areas do they want glass or clay or paintings or murals, or all these site-specific sculptures?
So these pieces will all be exterior, so they're definitely need to be able to withstand exterior elements. The option, let me go back in the only real 2D option is this facade right here. But it is, quite a large budget. So the artist would need to come up with how that money is spent and what things would go into.
Yeah, because you would need that you would need to get up there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you would have to have something built for it to withstand it as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see, Kathy Sosa.
What is the size of that large rectangle that's attached to the
For Hilltop? I don't have the answer to that right offhand, but I'm happy to include it when I post this recording. I'll put a Word document that has any sort of questions that I don't have answers to at the moment.
Perfect, thank you.
I've got a question.
I think
On the Hilltop High, is the Hilltop
Sure.
residence, is it built or under construction?
it's under construction.
Okay, so is it too late to get structural elements added to the building for support?
Great question. It's a little too late.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
whatever to attach to the building would have to be figured out through the supply from the architect's drawings and whatnot.
Yes, and or depending on the cost of a change order, we could possibly work something out.
Right. Okay.
Kate, I think your hand is up.
Yes, hi. I wanted to ask, in the RFQ portion, the images that we are going to be submitting, do you accept unrealized renderings for projects that either have been approved or and are underway, or projects that, you know, didn't end up fell through for any reason?
Sure, you can definitely submit renderings, but I would also encourage you to have some projects that have
Yeah.
been.
Yeah, so you think, okay, so yeah, I just would divide it so that it was not primarily unrealized projects.
I think that's a good plan.
Okay, thanks.
Nalia, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Please tell me how to say your name.
Good afternoon. It's Naila Sankofa.
Naila.
Yeah,
Thank you.
greetings, everyone. Sorry I'm late, so if I'm asking a redundant question that's already been asked, my apologies. So just on the visual that's showing right now on the
Mhm.
shared screen, the elevation, so the circled or the highlighted rectangle and the oval, that's where the artwork could potentially or could go. on the-
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Those are potential opportunities. I never want to tell an artist exactly this is the only spot that your artwork can go, because there's just so many moving parts. And I really like to think that once the right artist is under contract, then the real work kind of starts digging in. But obviously we have to have something to go on. So these are some great opportunities.
Okay, and thank you. And then the oval area, is that a tree back there? So that is that for sculptural 3D possible piece in that area?
Yes, so the tree is not existing. It's
Oh,
Just-
okay.
rendered tree. So that can be removed and they'll another tree and another location.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Julie?
Hi, my question is regarding the fact that you have several opportunities out there as artists. If we would like to put our qualifications in for all three, understanding we wouldn't ever get all three, but just for efficiency's sake,
Mhm.
if we do these applications,
I
is
know.
it such that we can submit the same verbiage and everything to each one and then be weeded out, or judged and moved on or whatever? Is that okay to submit basically the same description of our work, same photos, everything for all three?
Yes, there's always kind of two camps, either apply to a lot and see what sticks, or really kind of try to target the ones that you feel you are the best fit for, whether it's because of the goal or the medium or, whatever. There's pros and cons to both those methods. There are different committees on each campus, so there will be mostly, except for 4, different people looking at the application. So I think for the most part, it's fine to submit the same images and things like that.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Let's see. Is it Kathy?
So there are several opportunities for each location. Are you looking for one? For the artist to pick one of those and make a substantial mark in one of those places? Or is the committee considering smaller pieces in several locations if there are several options available?
Well, if we go back to, say,
Here,
LIT, one of the goals of the project is that it be iconic. And so thinking about that and the fact that the budget is 250, I really think in that way, it might be better to pick one location so that it can serve as that really iconic piece. Now, again, I am not an artist and it is not my artwork. So if an artist feels called to think about multiple pieces and they're working together and all that. I'm not gonna say don't do that, and I'm not gonna say that the committee wouldn't want that, because I don't have the answer to that.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Ben?
I had a question about on the RFQ phase. If you're relatively new and your portfolio is kind of small,
Mhm.
what I've done in the past is I've actually submitted partial concept in the RFQ phase. Is that okay?
I think that existing qualifications is what we're looking.
Okay.
It is the program stance that artists should be paid for their work. And so until you are really in that shortlisted pay proposal phase, we really just want to see existing work.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Making sure I'm seeing everyone. If you have your hand up or questions. Kevin, did you have another question or was that?
Yeah, I had another question. I was waiting for you to get done with everybody else.
Of course.
I just don't want to be confused about the address. So I wanted to actually come and see these sites in person. Can I have the physical address, or is it on the website? Because when I looked it up, I think it said it was in Beaumont.
Mhm.
But I've driven to many schools and I'm like, what building is this? So could I have
Okay.
like the address, or is it listed?
So you can drive to the school of LIT. The building at LIT is just a parking lot. There's nothing to see.
Oh, okay.
You're
Okay.
staring at a parking lot. That project is not, it is not
Okay.
under construction.
Okay. I just wanted to get a feel of it. It's all good. It's all good.
The building in Orange, same. You can drive to Orange and you will not see a building here. So,
Okay.
I don't think either of those will help you. Hilltop is under construction, but it is really a closed off fenced area. So you wouldn't be able to access the site. So I don't know that will really help you either. And
What about the tall one, the one that we asked about the dimensions?
this one, yeah, it's not there yet.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You hear that? You hear that, people? No, I'm just kidding.
Yes,
I mean, there's some cleared ground and some, you know, machines moving third, and they're underway. But again, like, we just want to see what
Can do what we're capable of. I get it. I get it.
What your
It's all good.
existing work is.
Yeah, it's all good.
Until we've got that short list, I just think, yeah, it's not necessary.
Understood. Thank you.
Sure. Adrienne.
Hi, I know you talked about whether it being like 2D or 3D, depending on the location already a little bit. But I just wanted a little clarification I understand for like the exterior areas that are obviously would do better with like sculpture. But as far as like the Hilltop residents, is there a preference on mediums? Were they looking to have more sculptural elements, or as long as we're taking into account the physical situation, is it okay to submit maybe a 2D and a 3D first space like this if I was applying to this one?
Yes.
Would that be okay? And then, because I know y'all said on that, because I know it says that teams are okay, but we would just need to submit for both artists together. Would that be correct?
Yes, so I would encourage you to submit as a team,
Mhm.
and you can show work from both. I would also
Right.
encourage you to talk about in your cover letter, letter of interest, how you would work together and kind of who would do what, so that the committee understands whose ideas will be doing, how you're going to function, if you've functioned in that way previously. I think that's helpful for the committee to understand.
100%. And then just to confirm, so basically is the timeline for completion, we'd be starting in August and we'd have about a year. Is that the loose timeline? Okay. All right, thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nyla.
Kevin, were you about to say something?
I don't know why I thought I heard my name, but I'll wait until you're finished.
Okay, okay. I thought I was cutting you off. So where was my question? Oh, you showed a slide. Let's see, we're on oh, I can't see the number now. I think it was that one. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Slide 10. Okay, or page 10. Okay, that's all I wanted to and I'm quite sure that this slide deck is on the website or on the link in the email that we received.
I'm gonna put this recording on the website tomorrow,
Oh,
so you
okay.
can just have it all.
Okay. Oh, thank
Kathy,
Back on the Hilltop residence.
yes,
Do we know what direction that faces? Is it facing west, east, north, or south?
let me double. Um, so it's looking south.
Thank you. Oh, and another, just a comment. I didn't get here from an email. I got here from a screenshot that a friend of mine sent me, and so it would be helpful for me to know where to go to find the RFQ form and the instructions.
Yes. I'm gonna post this recording on this website right here. And the application is on publicartist.org.
Okay,
So that will have the full RFQ there.
thank you.
It's also posted, well, no. It's posted a million places, but that's where the application is.
Okay, on publicartist.org.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anyone else have any great questions? I'm so glad you all are here and engaged.
I have
Yes.
one more.
Yes.
I just want to make sure I'm not mistaken. The next update is in June, correct? Is that correct? Or is that on, because I didn't see it on the website. I just went to go check. But I remember I thought I heard you say it was in June.
Yes, so applications are due on publicartist.org on June 8th at 5 p.m. And then after that, in June, the committees will be voting. And then I'll have a short list, fingers crossed, end of June. And we'll notify you then.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes,
I just wanted to make sure it is request for qualifications.
that is
We're not doing
correct.
design sketch or anything like that yet.
Nope, the short list of artists will do site-specific designs. But again, the program believes that artists should be paid for their time, just like every other profession. So submit what you have. You want to judge based on that. And then you'll be paid a $1,500 stipend if you're selected on the short list for a site-specific proposal.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, speak now or forever hold your peace. We had a great turnout and I appreciate all of the great questions. I hope I was able to answer what you needed. And I can't wait to see all your applications.
Hope y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This was. Where are these buildings?